Welcome back, and this time I answer questions from David Donnelly. Question one: What actress would you go on a date on? Would you? What actress would you go on a date with? Again, I'm not really the type of guy that's like, oh, I'm going to go on a date with an actress. Really not. Um, there's not really any actress I would go on a date with, um, because it's not going to lead to anything. And I just I don't know. I'm just not really that picky, I guess. I'm not really that picky. Uh, I'm not really that picky when it comes to like an actress I would go on a date with. How would you react if you got picked to play Rambo? If I got picked to play Rambo, I would say no because I'm not the right. I'd tell the person they're a fucking idiot because if they're so stupid they would pick me to play Rambo, then I'm like, your movie's doomed. Your movie's fucked. You need to be fired. And I would say no, I would not do it. And I said you need your head examined for trying to pick me as that character. Have you ever thought about making a movie? Well, I already answered that. Uh, I already answered that before. Not really, just too lazy. Just too lazy for that. Would you ever send your YouTube fan stuff? Like what? Like, I don't really know what you mean. What do you mean send your... What, did you want something for me to send to you? Or something like that? Um, I'll bop if you're a friend. And when I mean that, like, I don't have money to send people stuff. I really don't. And, like, when I get stuff, it's because people ask me, hey, you want this? I'm like, really? Okay. But for me sending people stuff, like, what? Am I supposed to send everyone something? So I don't really get your question there. Like, did you want something? Or I don't really get your question there. Um, like, I don't know what you want. Like, I don't really... There's not really anything I want to give up to send to someone. Who's your best... Who is your best YouTube review apart from yourself? I don't really know what that means. My best YouTube review? Oh, reviewer, maybe? Like I mentioned before, my friends Michael, Keen, OCP Communications, um, John, Zero Cool, Zero Cool, Aaron, the Reese 007 Home, uh, Jay, who has Mr. 707 Legend, Fabio, Mario Radium 2. There's a lot of people on here who are my favorites, so pretty much who I'm subscribed to right now are my favorites, so they would be my favorites. Do you have a website? Nah, no website. Who's my favorite actor? Yeah, Sylvester Stallone. My favorite actress? Probably Sandra Bullock. I like her as an actress. Do you like Disney movies? Yeah, I don't mind Disney films. Depends if they're good. I don't mind Aladdin. I don't mind. I don't mind Aladdin. I don't mind. I can't think of any Disney films now. Wow. Mm. I don't really watch a lot of Disney films nowadays. Pixar's not Disney. I don't think, no. Um, yeah, because nowadays I watch more Pixar, like Wall-E. I really like Wall-E. But yeah, I'm fine. Just depends on the movie itself. What's your best movie of all time? Um, well, I can say that's my personal favorite movie of all time. But that's me. It's just my personal favorite movie of all time because I really enjoy the film for what it is. But either way, thanks for the questions, David Donnelly. Matt11708. Will you see The Last Stand? I'll wait for a few reviews. Like if my friend Michael or Mario or others see the film, I'll hear their opinions first, and then maybe I'll go see it, because I'm going to hold back and see. Have you seen Looper? If so, what did you think of it? Have you seen Looper yet? Because the plot, I'm not sure about the plot. I'm not sure about the idea behind the film, but you know, we'll see. Are you going to see Die Hard 5? Yeah, I'm going to see Die Hard 5 because I really love the trailer. Well, that's one I'm really hyped for. Could let me down, but I'm really hyped. I really like the new trailer, so I'm definitely seeing Die Hard 5. Have you seen the movie Badass? So what do you think? I haven't seen Badass because I'm not the biggest Danny Trejo fan. I mean, I'm not a big, humongous Danny Trejo fan, especially after Machete, or as I call it, Machete. But I'm just not a big Danny Trejo guy. Like, okay, him starring or whatever. But I'll give it a look sometime. But yeah, it's just a matter of time. I mean, as you guys have known, just in this Q&A alone, I've had about at least 30 movies that people have suggested. So just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. But thank you for the questions. WhatiFRacing is asking, you think you can one day do a marathon of Michael Jackson movie reviews like The Wiz, Moonwalker, and This Is It, and the Bad 25 documentary? It would be cool to see your thoughts on musician documentaries of other kinds as well. I'd love to hear your thoughts. WhatiFRacing. That's who asked it, WhatiFRacing. I don't own any of those. Like, I don't have The Wiz. I don't have Moonwalker. Maybe I'd have to buy them. And again, I don't really. If I, you know, apparently there's a lot of movies I have to buy. Had to buy the. Well, I don't have to, but I'd rather prefer not seeing them online. But there's the Man with No Name trilogy, and there's I know someone mentioned True Romance, and there's a lot of other films people mentioned, and you know, the Michael Jackson. So if I ever get them one day, like if I ever see them cheap enough or something, and I have the money at that time, maybe. But until then, like I saw Moonwalker as a kid. Um, I don't have the movie, but I remember seeing it as a kid, and I remember liking Moonwalker for what it was. I know Joe Pesci was the villain, but I don't have them. Um, was it The Wiz, Moonwalker, This Is It, and the Bad 25 Diamond? I don't have those, so unfortunately I can't review them if I don't have them. Because if I want to review something, I want to be able to watch it and not just download it and something. Sometimes I get tired of it. Like what? Sometimes I will, but sometimes I am just not in the mood of seeing something. So we'll see. We'll see. Just again, depends on time, depends on seeing them. Just depends. Stacie Simms, did you like the original Stepfather? Do you think Terry O'Quinn did a great job acting? Uh, I like the original Stepfather. I do think Terry O'Quinn did a really great job, much better than the remake. And I like the Stepfather, and much better than the remake. So I can say, yeah, I enjoy the Stepfather. I think Terry O'Quinn did a really good job with that. Next up is questions from Brian Huff Jr. asking, do you still want to see Freddy vs. Jason 2? Yeah, but they'll never make it. If Robert Englund came back, which I don't think he will, and if they got Kane Hodder back as Jason, like not the fucker from, like actually bring Kane Hodder to play Jason again, then yeah, I would see Freddy vs. Jason 2, yeah, but I don't think it'll ever happen. I think it's too late. I think that ship has sailed. If they did a Jason X2, would you go see it? Yeah, because I like Jason X. I did a review for Jason X. I did a review of all the views. I reviewed all the Friday 13 films, and I like Jason X. I had fun with that. It's a fun slasher film in outer space. Jason fucking up people. That's all I wanted, and that's what I got. So I had fun with Jason X, so sure. I like remakes to movies. I like to see one for E.T., Rocky, and so many more. What are some films you like to see do a remake? First off, I would not want to see a remake of E.T. A remake of Rocky, I think, is blasphemy. It's fine if you feel that way, but I think it's blasphemy. I hate remakes. I'm tired of remakes. I hate remakes. I mean, I hate remakes. I can count one hand in the past 10 years remakes I enjoyed. The Hills of Ice remake, Dawn of the Dead remake, My Bloody Valentine remake I thought was okay. Friday the 13th remake I do like, because I think out of all of them, I think Friday the 13th was the most harmless. I think it was the most harmless one. I mean, it didn't do much, but I thought it was the most harmless. I still like the Friday the 13th reboot. But I hate remakes. I hate remakes. I hate remakes. I'm getting tired of remakes. Let me put it that way. I'm getting tired of remakes. I'm getting tired of remakes. I'm getting tired of remakes. I'm fed up to here with remakes. I really am. What are some horror films you like to see get made? Good ones. I want to see blue-collar folks. I want to see likable characters. I want to see some decent writing for folks. I want to see some people that we can root for and have a story that doesn't get fucked up by a shitty ending. That's what I want to see. I want to see some creature feature movies that have a bit of a budget, some practical effects in it. I want to see a movie like Aliens or Predator, that kind of action horror film back again in a movie theater. I want to see an action horror film that's badass like Aliens and Predator with some badass people in it in a theater. I'll never get it again, but I want to see that. That's what I want to see. If you were to ever meet CT Uncle Bill, what would the first thing you say to them, and what video would you do with them? I don't think they'd do a video with me. I mean, just because I met them doesn't mean, hey, let's do a video. I would say, hey, it was nice to meet you. Thank you for all your generous words. Thank you for all your kind stuff that you've done over the years. That's what I would say. I would say thank you. That would be the first word I would say. Thank you. Thank you for mentioning me in one Dead Pitch Show. Did they mention me? Why did they mention me? I don't know why. They watch my stuff. Why do they watch my stuff? I have no idea. It was long time ago when they said that, and they've always been nice. They've always been kind to me. So I would say thank you. That would be my words. I would say thank you. They did a movie about you. Who would you get to play you? If they did a movie about me, it'd be the most boring movie ever made. I'd be like, why don't me play me? I can play me. I'm not dead yet. But if they made a movie about me, it would be the most boring movie ever. What kind of music do you like? Like I said, all kinds. Movie soundtracks, like Rocky IV, among other stuff. I'm a big fan of movie soundtracks. That's what I am. You know, AC/DC, I like Linkin Park, and other stuff. Do you like WWE? Not really a fan of wrestling anymore. Not really a big fan of wrestling anymore. Just not for me. What horror film do you think needs a part 2? A horror film that needs a part 2. A horror film that needs a sequel. Needs a part 2. They're not horror films, but Dread 3D 2, Big Trouble in Little China 2 would have been awesome. They're not horror films, but I can't think of a horror film that would want a part 2. I don't know. I don't know. The Blob, 1988, if that had a sequel made around that time, that would have been cool, but not now. Do you like rap music? Do you like Wiz Khalifa? I don't know who Wiz Khalifa is. Rap music, I'm not a big fan of rap music. Like, just depends on the song. I mean, I like Gangsta's Paradise of Coolio. Just depends on the song, but I don't really listen to a lot of rap music, so nah. When will Jaws get a remake? When I shoot myself in the head, because I hope I'm not around when they remake Jaws. Because I think that'd be Jaws to me. I know, dude, you're not a fan of the first Jaws, but I'm sorry, I disagree. I think Jaws is a fantastic movie. I also know you're not a fan of the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but I'm sorry, I disagree with that. I think Part 4 sucks. I think Texas Chainsaw 3D is going to suck my dicks. And when I say dicks, I mean everyone in the corner, because I think Texas Chainsaw 3D is a horror. But I hope there's not a remake of Jaws. By the way, your videos rock. Well, thank you very much. It's very kind of you. Do you like Katy Perry and her music and her big boobs? Who doesn't like big boobs? Who doesn't like big boobs? Nothing wrong with big boobs. Nothing wrong with that.